It's Tuesday, the 25th of January, and it's time for our community information slot. We welcome into studio now Garda Sergeant Eunan Walsh. Thank you very much for joining us.
Great, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you with us. Okay.
How are you?
I'm doing fine, and yourself?
Not too bad.
Excellent. Right, okay, let's start with missing persons appeal. This was issued nationally by Gardaí yesterday, but obviously local people here may be able to help.
Yes, this is a young man, Ronan Quinn, Greg, 16 years of age, who actually resides in Manor Cunningham, and he's missing since last Friday past the 21st. Actually last seen in Letterkenny at approximately 1 p.m. So we're making an appeal in relation to his whereabouts. He's described as being approximately 5 foot 8 inches in height, medium build, brown hair and blue eyes. Again, when he was last seen, Ronan was wearing a grey tracksuit, black Nike runners and a black baseball cap, and he's known to be carrying a rucksack, but we don't have the colour of the rucksack. Again, he's known to frequent the Dublin area, the south side of Dublin, and we are in liaison with our colleagues in Kevin Street. And anybody information, maybe if you think you've seen this young man, again, you shared the photograph on your Facebook and Twitter pages, Greg, and the Highland Radio page, and thanks for that. So anybody who may have information into Ronan's whereabouts, to contact the Gardaí Letterkenny 074 9167 100, or again the confidential line 1800 666 111.
Yeah, so to keep an eye out locally, but also if you've got maybe friends or family, share it down in the South Dublin area, share it as well, and get Ronan home. Okay, the next appeal is as it relates to vehicle theft.
Yes, this incident occurred last Sunday night, Monday morning, the 24th of January, at approximately 12:25 to 12:30 a.m. The business premises, coal merchants premises, to the junction, close to the junction of the Canal Road and the Pierce Road there, and the gate to yard was forced open, and an attempt was made to steal a jeep from the yard by ramming the gate. Fortunately, the jeep was left there. The attempt was unsuccessful, and no property was stolen. We have viewed some CCTV, Greg, and we will continue to examine same in the vicinity of the premises. We actually have footage of a young male in dark clothing with a fur hood on his coat. And this young male travelled on foot from the Pierce Road, coming over from the station roundabout direction, into the premises, and he left a short time later, again going back in the direction where he came from, the station roundabout direction. In the CCTV, we actually can see a number of taxis in the area around the time, and we're appealing in particular to those taxi drivers to make their dash cam footage available to Gardaí at Letterkenny. Or again, if anybody in the area observed this male or have any information that might assist us in the investigation, to contact Letterkenny Garda Station 074 9167 100, or again the confidential line. So that's last Sunday night, Monday morning, approximately 25 past 12. So we're appealing to the taxi drivers in the area.
Yeah, and those furry hoods aren't quite as common as they once were, so that's pretty distinctive, and it's not too late at night either. So
no, it would have been relatively busy again.
Someone will be able to give you a lead there. Okay, criminal damage at a car dealership this time.
Yes, this happened on last Friday night, Saturday morning, the 22nd of January, between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. The yard of the premise was entered, and damage was caused to a number of cars, unfortunately, within the car ownership yard. And again, anybody who may have been travelling in the area of Mountaintop between those times, that's 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. on Saturday morning the 22nd. And if you have dash cam, to make it available to Gardaí Letterkenny, again 07491 67 100.
All right, and a burglary in the same area on the same day?
Yes, a burglary, and I suppose the possibility that it being linked to the damage to the vehicles has been explored. So again, Saturday morning, sometime after that, maybe around 5:30 a.m, the alarm of a business premises in the Mountaintop was activated, and the Gardaí attended the scene, and a small window was open at the front of the premises, and again, we have viewed the CCTV, and 3 young males were captured on the premises. One of the males reached into the window, left ajar, and stole some small items. The 3 males in question ran away from the scene. Again, 2 of the males were wearing dark clothing, and the 3rd male was wearing a grey tracksuit top and white baseball cap. Again, maybe quite distinctive there. Grey tracksuit and white baseball cap. Fortunately, entry was not gained to the shop, and again, we're trawling CCTV in surrounding premises to try and bring it to a successful conclusion. But we're appealing for anybody who may have travelled in again in the Mountaintop area. That's approximately 5:30 a.m. on Friday night, Saturday morning, the 22nd of January, to come forward to Gardaí at Letterkenny.
And this is why the dashcam footage appeal goes out, because it does reap rewards. But, you know, 3 guys, 2 in black, 1 in grey, you don't necessarily have to have seen them at that time. If they're captured or believed to have been captured at an earlier time,
exactly, yes.
You know, it can assist in the investigation or eliminate people from the inquiries. And that's why this is mentioned. It's not necessarily seeing people at that very specific time. It's maybe in the lead up to it or after it.
Yes,
and that's,
even after it. Maybe in the hour before or after it. Maybe check your dash cam and make it available to us. We can view it for you if you wish, you know.
Yeah, okay. Right, criminal damage this time in the Ballymacool area.
Yes, it's quite a nasty one, Greg, where a car was set on fire in the green area of Ballymacool last Wednesday night, Thursday morning at approximately 1:30 a.m. A resident in the estate woke up when they heard a noise outside and discovered the car was on fire outside. And at this stage, we believe the fire was started deliberately. So again, anybody who is aware or saw any suspicious activity in the area at the time, to contact the Gardaí Letterkenny. So that's last Wednesday night, Thursday morning, the 20th of January at approximately 1:30 a.m.
And was this vehicle parked close to houses where people would have been in sleeping?
Well, in the driveway of the house, you know, the fire was put out, but substantial damage was caused. But unfortunately, it's a quite nasty incident. Again, we're eager to speak to witnesses in the matter.
For sure, get to the bottom of that one. Okay, right. Criminal damage in Moville this time.
Yes, this is a similar type incident, Greg, which happened on Saturday night, Sunday morning, the 23rd of January, at Ardnaglua in Moville. A 999 call was received in relation to a car that was on fire at the address. And Gardaí and the fire services attended the scene, and the car on this occasion was fully ablaze. And again, we believe this fire was started deliberately. So again, we're appealing for witness or anybody who may have information to contact the Gardaí at Buncrana 074 9320540, 074 9320540, or again the confidential line.
All right, I'm not wishing to exaggerate, it's serious enough, but if these weren't spotted as soon as they were and the response wasn't so quick from the fire service, who's to say what we could be talking about this morning?
Well, exactly, yes, and you know, a fire, as you say, could spread onto other cars or into the house, you know, Greg. So
yeah, okay. It needs to be people need to desist and be caught for whatever or whoever is responsible. Right, okay. Now, a vehicle or theft from a vehicle, is that correct? Our last appeal here?
No, this is a theft occurred last Sunday evening, 8:30 p.m. at a business premises on the Port Road, Letterkenny. Again, we have CCTV of this, Greg. 4 young males were captured on CCTV entering the yard to the rear of the business premises on the Port Road, where there were a number of delivery trucks parked. They proceeded to steal a number of boxes containing alcohol, confectionery, toilet roll from a truck, and they exit the yard to a fence at the rear premises, which is at Wasteland there, joining on to the Neil Road. So again, we're appealing to anybody who may be travelled on the Neil Road between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. on the date, and who has dashcam, to make the footage available to Gardaí. At this stage, we believe that the stolen property was carried away from the premises, so it's possible that they may have gone on to the Neil Road with the stolen property, and again, we're appealing for witnesses in the matter.
And that would stick in your mind?
It would, yes. I would imagine so, yes.
Okay. Right, now I'm looking at this word, and I know the word, and do you think for the life of me I can get the pronunciation out, this operation that's ongoing?
Give it a go.
Feasham.
Fishoff. That's how you pronounce it.
So I would have just let you get on with that. I don't know why you put me on the spot there, because I said that word so many times over the last year. But anyway, it's still going. Tell us about it. Fishoff.
Well, we're just making people aware that Operation Fishoff, the Gardaí, is still here to help in relation to domestic violence, Greg. So the Garda Síochána website and Facebook page published some figures there yesterday, which I'll share with you. So in the year of 2021, and Garda Síochána responded to in excess of 48,400 domestic abuse incidents, an increase of 10% from 2020. And again, we preferred in excess of 4,250 criminal charges for breaches of domestic violence orders, an increase of 6%. And preferred in excess of 8,600 criminal charges for crimes involving an element of domestic abuse in 2021. Again, a 13% increase from the previous year. So it's unfortunately, it continues to increase. So this operation, Greg, as you know, commenced on the 1st of April 2020, just at the beginning of that what do you call that thing we had again?
The pandemic.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, the coronavirus pandemic. Yeah.
The aim was providing enhanced proactive support to victims of domestic violence. So a fifth phase of the operation was carried out up to and over Christmas period of last year, past there just. And a key element of this phase was renewed focus on the enforcement of court orders and prosecution of offenders. So we have a pro-arrest policy in relation to any breaches of domestic violence orders. And again, we have a very good system in relation to calling back to victims of domestic violence. And we have our Divisional Protective Service Unit up and running in Letterkenny, which covers the Donegal Division. Again, very professional outfit, highly trained and highly committed officers who are dealing with incidents of domestic violence. So again, I would urge anybody who is a victim of domestic abuse or may have know somebody else who is a victim of domestic abuse to please make contact with the Gardaí. And again, I'll give you the phone numbers for our district headquarters. Letterkenny 07491 67100, Milford 07491 53060, Buncrana 07493 20540, and Ballyshannon 07198 58530.
Now, those are the 24/7. And, looking at these figures and the increase, it's worrying. It's worrying, but also what it does indicate is that people are reporting. It indicates that Gardaí are responding to it and following it up as well. But the bottom line is obviously we have to get to a point where these calls don't have to be made.
The increased numbers may also be an indication that people have more confidence in the service that are available to us or through domestic violence services in the town and the rape crisis centre and all those kinds of services that are available to people.
Okay. Right. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Eunan.
Greg.
I appreciate it greatly. Okay.
How are you coping with the restrictions?
You mean the lack of them?
Lack of restrictions?
I'm doing all right. Just wetting my feet.
Very good. Very good.
What about yourself?
Oh, the same. Look at our I suppose our policing plans are changing again. We're back to the nightclubs opening and the pubs and the late openings the weekends, which is welcome, So our focus now is going to be back on public order, assault-related incidents and drink driving, that kind of stuff. So we're back to hopefully going back to
it's
where
a
we
big
were.
gear change, isn't it? It's
is,
gone
yes.
from, we went through a period where things were very, very, very different and the role of the Gardaí. There wasn't much to be done necessarily on the main streets, in inverted commas, in the evenings, but like a light switch, that's all returned.
I was just thinking there last year, Saturday night and Monday night, if you walked down or drove down the Port Road or the Main Street, you wouldn't know what day of the week it was. But I think the Saturday night, you probably will know what day of the week it is. So, but we have a plan in place for that too,
Yeah,
so.
people go out and enjoy themselves, but don't do it at the expense of themselves or others. No. All right, see you soon.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you very much indeed. That was Garda Sergeant Eunan Walsh. That was the Community Garda slot for this Tuesday, the 25th of January, and we return again next week.